time where the Hamashiach is getting ready to come.
And hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I am the Lord.
Last words, brother.
Shalom, ma.
All right.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. All right, Israel. Shalom and happy Feast of Dedication.
Khan. Shalom.
Feast of our forefathers. So, this is going to be an exciting 8 days coming up. Oh, what happened?
Go ahead, my bad. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting 8 days coming up. And so, we want to just give a little short lesson on the Feast of Dedication and what they did and, how to celebrate it and everything. Because I know we've had a few questions on our brothers asking us, is there a feast Shabbat in this celebration? So there are no feast Shabbats. However, the Feast of Dedication does fall on Shabbat sunset. So, and then when you go through, like for example, the 24th sundown of Cheslu to the first sundown of Tibet. So if I go to the 10th month, you'll see that sunset on Sunday on the first day of the 10th month. That's when it ends. All right, so let me go back here. So basically, of course, everything is already laid out. The calendar. Just read the precepts that are already on it. Here, let me make it so you guys can see everything. And you can just read the precepts on it and everything. And
As a matter of fact, we'll read the one for you guys in First Maccabees.
Yeah, we will. And also, brother, you want to give me something while I go ahead? I'm gonna pull up Maccabee.
Okay, yeah, man, you can do that. Sure. Here, I'll pull it up on the screen.
No, go ahead and give me some. I'll pull up Maccabees. Just go ahead and give him a word right quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all praise to the Most High. Well, Israel, how's everybody doing this holy day, right? This nice holiday for everybody. We'll be out here. Hope everybody's keeping the commandments. I see there was a couple of questions I saw earlier about like how we're supposed to keep it. Is there no buying and selling? This isn't an official. This is an official Shabbat day. I haven't seen anywhere in the scriptures myself where it says that the first day was a holy convocation. Have you walked?
Yeah. I'm just trying to
right.
Make the scriptures bigger.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this out for you guys. All right.
So we're gonna start with. Feel free to jump in anytime. We're gonna start with First Maccabees, chapter 4, and we're gonna start with verse 52. So it goes on to say, and I'm reading from the Apocrypha, so for those of you who are following along in the Apocrypha. So it's now on the 5 and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called by the month of Cheslu, in the 148th year, they rose up bedtimes in the morning. Verse 53, and offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings which they had made. Verse 54 says, look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it, even in that was it dedicated with songs and with cisterns and harps and cymbals. So basically at this point they had already drove out them Greek boys out the temple because they had defiled the temple and everything, and this was the day that they had defiled it. So like Judah Maccabees got up with his brothers, man, and they just they had faith in the Most High. They got their swords and everything, man. They did their thing. So this is something that is a requirement. It's something that we should honor as well too, because this is part of the righteous acts, and even Hamashiach kept these dates as well. So what I'm saying, we just have to honor them because these are our feast days, y'all. These are our feast days. These are our commemorations. These are times of victory. And these are for us, and while the rest of the world, while the rest of our people are celebrating these holidays, we have our own to celebrate the holy days. All right. So that's very important. All right. It says, then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the God of heaven, who had given them good success. And I'm sorry, let me go back right quick. When it says, I'm going to read verse 54 again. So look at what time and day heathen have profaned it, even that it was dedicated with songs and with cisterns and with harps and with cymbals. So during the whole 8 days, that's what they did. They just gave praises, with the menorahs and everything. So for those of you who are asking, how do you celebrate it? Well, first you want to read First Maccabees chapters 1 all the way through 4 and 5, and just get the whole story of it, everything. And then you celebrate it by praising the Most High, lighting the menorah, burning your incense, your frankincense and myrrh. Just reminiscing on the feast days. On these righteous acts. And this week, we should all make a commitment to the Most High, look, to get better in ourselves, work out our salvation with fear and trembling.
Oh, that's right.
We should use these feast days to really strengthen ourselves in the scriptures. I mean, we should be doing that every day, but these feast days are very special. So make it memorable. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go throughout the week just like a normal week. Make it memorable. Do something special in your household. With your family.
That's right.
And because that's what it's all about. And when you do that, it becomes special, and you'll see that how when you bring it out, when you practice these things, man, it's something special about our feast days, that nothing else compares to. So, all right, I'll go 56, and it says, and so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days, and offered burnt offerings with gladness, and of course we don't do the sacrifices, but we can still offer ourselves, offer our time, our talents, as offerings with gladness, and the sacrifice of deliverance and praise. Now, this is what I want to bring out, because when you look at all the feast days, all right, from the Passover all the way to Purim, every last single one of them deals with deliverance in some form or fashion, when you really think about it. And these righteous acts are to commemorate our deliverance, in the future sometime. And so, it's important to remember these righteous acts and practice them with all our heart, mind, soul, and strength.
God. That's right. Exactly how Brother Daniel was saying earlier about the celebration. Hey, man, get y'all some lamb, right? Cook y'all up some good meals, right? Light the menorah, sit around the table, right? Everybody talk, have a good time, right? Y'all had those good times when y'all used to be in the world celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners and all that wicked stuff, right? So do the same thing when these feast days come up for the Most High, right? Make a big deal about it, right? Put up some decorations, and have you guys some celebrations out there, worship the Most High, right?
Yeah, and it wouldn't hurt, like if you got a big family, do some skits, do some role playing or something like that. We did that. We did that one day. It was fun, man. And you had the kids dress up, as some of the kids dressed up as the Greeks. You dress up as the Judah Maccabees, and man, we just went to war, man. It was fun, but it's just like when you play that in real time, man, it brings it alive.
God.
All right, verse 57 it says, they decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields, and the gates and the chambers they renewed, and hanged doors upon them. 58 says, thus was there very great gladness among the people. So I hear that? So there was very great gladness among the people, because man, they did what other folks thought was impossible. Man, we can't run these Greeks out of here. Man, these Greeks are powerful, man, but they did it. They ran those Greeks out the temple.
God.
This is for that the reproach of the heathen was put away. All right. Verse 59, it says, moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their seasons from year to year by the space of 8 days, from the 5 and 20th day of the month, Cashew with myrrh and gladness. I'm going to bring back up this calendar right quick. We're going to look at this. And brother, you got anything?
Go ahead, Al.
All right. So I'm going to bring back up the calendar. And y'all be patient with us, because we are working on the 2023 calendar. And so we're going to put that out shortly after the Purim. All right, so when you're looking at the calendar, so we're in the 9th month, or towards the end of the 9th month, actually. And so now we're on the 24th sundown of Cheslu, going into Tibet, which is Tibet now. So it's the 25th and everything. So, and then you go through, we still got our weekly Shabbat on the 31st of the 10th month, 35th of the 9th month. We go down all the way to the first day of the 10th month
That's right.
of Tibet. We celebrate it. And then we're going to have our new moon, of course, on the 7th day, sunset on the 7th day of the 10th month of Tibet. So just make sure, so it means Sunday, make sure you take off from work. Don't work on Sunday. But yeah, Israel, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. You already have, we created a playlist, and so we have all the calendar days in there, months, the study lessons and everything. So if you want to go back through and really take some time and go over the scriptures, they're there for you. So, all right, at this time, turn over to Brother Rayton.
Khan, just before we go, I wanted to get one more precept. One of the ones that we have on the calendar there that Brother Daniel has. You see right there, the very first one, John chapter 10, verse 22. And it says, "And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of dedication, and it was winter. And Yahushua walked in the temple in Solomon's porch." Right. And the reason why I wanted to bring this out is because, a lot of people, they'll say that, hey, it's the New Testament. You don't have to keep the commandments, this, that, and the third. Right. You don't have to keep the holy days or any of that stuff. Right. But this is just a show, right? This and other scriptures that we do have that even, Yahushua himself, right? The Son of God came and kept the holy days, right? Came and kept the holy days. This, the Passover, and a few others that you can find in the scriptures. So we got to remember as a people that, we got to try our hardest, to do these things, especially if we're trying to be, how they say in the world, Christ-like, or, trying to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, right? We got to honor our traditions, right? Our bloodline. All right, Israel. That's about it. I don't know if Brother Daniel has anything else for you guys, but that's about all I have for you. All right.
All right, Israel. But hey, before we go, does anybody have any questions, though? The feast. I just want to give you that. Anybody have any questions?
Any questions, brothers? Nope. Okay. All righty. See what we got going on, man.
All right. Well, Israel. Well, hey, we want to say happy feast of dedication.
That's right.
8 days.
Lightest Shabbat. I'm at Lightest Menorahs.
That's right.
Lightest Menorahs all 8 days, y'all. Let's rock and roll.
All right, and yeah, I'll check. I'll check the email. Which email did you send it to? Did you send it to the Mind of the Brotherhood email?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, let me know which email you send it to. But I mean, if you got a question, go ahead and put it in there. We'll get an answer for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure you're spelling it right, and make sure you're not accidentally sending it to someone else too, right? So sometimes that does happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Israel. Shalom and stay strong.
All right.